Hey everybody, Jeff Reinhart here with you. Week 8 LL League football previews videos. You ready? Here we go. A lot going on in the LL League and in sports in general all over the place. So I'm having a nutty week, but I wanted to pound this stuff out and get it posted and get it done for you. So, okay, video number 1 of the week will be the Section 1 games, starting with the big one. Figured somebody would get an undefeated shot at Wilson here at some point during this season and late in the season. And it's going to be Manheim Township. So Neffsville, Friday night, the place to be. Wilson, 4-0, 6-1, comes to Neffsville to take on Manheim Township. Also 4-0 and 6-1. Both teams lost in week 1 in overtime, and they haven't lost since. So fun game. I'll get you a live blog from this game. Friday night at Township, 6:30 or so. Come find me. Wilson, still number 1 defense in the league, giving up just 176 yards a game. They're number 1 in the league in rushing defense. And they're going to get a good offense here. Township's been steady, 367 yards a game, 3rd best in the league. Brennan Scott's been very efficient at quarterback, 15 touchdowns, just 2 picks, 2nd in the league in passing yards. Keep an eye on this Dylan Odell fella. I didn't know who he was at the start of the season, but he's really come on and been a good, I don't want to say feature back, because Township will mix it up and a bunch of kids touch the ball, but Odell's really come on here and become a thumper. He's getting tough yards, and Saladay keeps scoring touchdowns, and wow. Wilson's offense, Rodney Gillen, I want to say he needs about 140 yards for 1,000. And Jacob Morgan, keep an eye on him, the wideout. He's got 9 touchdown catches. That's 2nd most in the league. So a lot of playmakers in this one. A lot of good offensive numbers in this one. And Wilson, of course, will come to town with the number 1 ranked defense. Told you I'd remind you. Here it comes. Wilson, 26-game winning streak in Section 1. Last loss, 2007, at Manheim Township in the rain. I actually covered that. I think it was a weird score, 26-7, something like that. But that's the last time Wilson lost one of these Section 1 games. It's been an eternity. Wilson at Manheim Township, live blog. I'll get you 6:30 Friday night. Game of the year, Section 1. There it is. Next up, Cedar Crest at McCaskey. A couple of 1-3 teams, but a couple of teams coming off their first wins this season. Much needed. McCaskey off the schneid, beat Warwick last week 28-18. You had the crazy play by Deontay Cherry and Quashawn Davis with the laterals, and Cherry goes 93 yards on the pick on the Hail Mary and scores. McCaskey finally gets a W. They're breathing a little easier over there. Cedar Crest, 56-52 win at Hemfield. Huge night for Garrett Levengood, the quarterback for Cedar Crest. 7 touchdowns, a run, a pick 6, and 5 touchdown passes. He is the LL League News Player of the Week, by the way. I'm a smidge behind this week, but I'm headed to Cedar Crest on Wednesday afternoon to chat with Garrett for the Player of the Week stuff, so look for that Wednesday night. Cedar Crest at McCaskey. A couple of 1-3 teams, but teams with momentum and wins, finally. A crooked number in the win column for those guys. See who gets win number 2 in this one. Next up, Hemfield at Ephrata. Black Knights are 2-2. A couple losses in a row here. Don't forget they played Wilson in that 2-0 first place game in Section 1 a couple of weeks back, but Knights have hit the skids just a tad here. They lost a couple in a row. Now they go over to Ephrata. Mounts are 0-4 and 0-7, and looking to just break into the win column here. Ephrata and E-Town are the only winless teams here left in the LL League, so Ephrata doesn't want a goose egg here in its last run through Section 1. So 14 losses in a row for Ephrata, dating back to week 3 last year when they beat CV in that funky 7-3 game. So Ephrata wants off of the L train here. Hemfield, cool stat. Joe Gamble, 971 rushing yards. So he'll need 29 to hit 1,000 here in this game on Friday. Joe Gamble's had a very good, solid season for Hemfield running the ball. They've really ridden him. He's been with the rushing carry leaders all season. I think he's 2nd or 3rd coming into this week. So keep an eye on Joe Gamble to hit 1,000 in this one. Hemfield at Ephrata. Last game, Section 1. A couple of 2-2 teams. Warwick goes on the road and will take on Penn Manor. Comets, led Manheim Township in the 3rd quarter last week in that trap game that we talked about. Couldn't hold on. Township roars back, beats them 36-22. So A young Penn Manor team drops to 2-2 in the section, and they're still going to have some kind of a say here because Penn Manor gets Wilson next week. I think that's at Wilson, so Penn Manor's still playing some big games here. Warwick comes over. They're coming off the loss to McCaskey 28-18. Tyler Farnan is back. He's played the last 2 weeks at quarterback, so knock on wood, he's healthy and playing. So Warwick has all of its weapons here, and Boak and Forney kind of, do their thing, and they're not worrying about who's going to play quarterback this week. So both teams coming off a loss. Somebody gets some momentum back, and Penn Manor wants it desperately because they'll have Wilson in week 9. And who knows what that game's going to mean. And Penn Manor's still hanging on here in the district race at 4-3, so they're going to need wins for power points. Warwick at Penn Manor. Entertaining games. Wilson at Township, the Big Bopper. First place on the line in Section 1. Don't miss that. I'll get you a blog if you can't make it. Cedar Crest at McCaskey. A couple of 1-3 teams coming off wins. Hempfield at Ephrata. Mount's looking for a W. Hempfield looking to snap a 2-game skid. And Warwick at Penn Manor, both 2-2 teams looking to hang on. Penn Manor needs momentum for Wilson next week. Okay, there's Section 1. 2 more videos to go. Man, I'm busy. Talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in.